You have to be still and present and attentive and open to something beyond yourself, just like when you're sitting with Guruji or when you're meditating or any kind of thing. It's as much listening, if not more, than it is doing, it seems to me. I used to say my art looked really great from 50 meters away, and it looked fantastic from 100 meters away. But sometimes it's nice to pause on things, and then they speak to you with a different voice, and you can sort of see, oh, this is what's actually happening there. Maybe I'll set it aside for a day or two and then come back later. And then it's curious what people might say about it. Where the vision comes from? Sitting in meditation about 5 or 6 days ago. Is it art? I don't know. The art gallery has to tell me, but I just want to make it. This whole Bindu thing is a great tantric symbol because the point is like the symbol for everything, huh? The Bindu of consciousness. In fact, some guys say that the whole universe is taking place in one Bindu point. I decided to do last night, this guy will be gold in, and these will be maybe black out. So these guys don't care, he does, he's asleep. And there'll be a little gemstone right here, and this guy will be sleeping on a gemstone for his pillow. And I don't know what will be, how much. The carpenter told me how to do this. I needed to cover the edges of these glass mirror pieces, and so I used the kind of cement you use for bathroom tiles. It had been bothering me as to its shape, and it seemed anyway, if it's a symbolizing awareness, it should be open-ended rather than a closed circle. So I wanted to cut it off, but it changes every step of the way. I never had the idea for this sleeping guy at the beginning. It's a dry pigment. Blue oxide. Blue oxide of what? I have no idea. The white glue should be hard as a rock. I like to make stuff that'll last. You know, use good screws, use good wood. I have an orange. Or a more orange than this bright yellow. I mean, you don't plan to fall in love. Someday you meet somebody and bang, there you are. A little bit art is like that, and hopefully life is like that. About a child-sized metal bangle, and then the glass pieces, and then in the world, in America, there's a guy become quite famous using road sign reflective tape, stickers, various artificial things, and I think what's really happening in the world. Spirituality is a kind of a great tool for the artist because just that cliche of the suffering artist or the angst and anxiety that come with a creative lifestyle, just not necessary. This particular idea came to me in a meditation about 3 or 4 days ago. The imagery stayed with me. I said, that's it. So I knew that I wanted to make this as my next art piece. Marks in here. And then I can paint on this like a canvas too. So it's a kind of a three-dimensional art, but it's also painted on. So we'll watch this unfold over the next day or two and see what it turns out to be. We eventually leave, and here we are in heaven, perfect compound, lovely coconut trees, arunachal outside the window, quiet, but it won't last forever. Actually, when I first started here in Tiruvannamalai, it was just from 3 pieces that I saw together in a wood shop downtown, and I stacked them up on each other, and it looked like a little Buddha sitting there. And I took it actually to a gallery in Bangalore. I don't know why. They liked it. So for the first year, everything I made was from waste wood, from wood shops downtown, and they're all my friends now. It's been curious. I'm dependent on grace for the idea. I'm dependent on grace for the tools, the opportunity, the place to work, and I'm dependent on grace for the sales. It's not my, there's nothing I can do about it except enjoy the process and participate fully. So it's like, if it ever stops working, okay, good. Coming. It's starting to come. But still, I don't know what it will happen in this empty area, you know. You know, here or here, or I'm trying to show this astral world that we kind of go into. She's just, I don't know to put her here or here. And then this, of course, would be not, oh man, now we're discovering things. Watch out. Mystical experiences, how to show them in art. And A, I mean, it's confusing enough to have them, and then B, try to communicate them. My God. Sometimes it's almost like a voice comes, use this color, or use this tool, or this shape, or go here. And listening to that intuitive side of my own being is really a great benefit from doing art. It's probably one of the most... Princess gets a bed here, huh? She'll be laying on this bed. And I'll make some designer legs underneath there, you know? And I think what's actually being transmitted is not what actually is seen, but the energy that's gone into making it. There's a progressive development, yes, for sure. You know, you can look at the last 4 pieces. Dev came over yesterday and we took photographs. Oh man! Oh, he looks like a stone gladiator there. I better be careful. That face doesn't look so samadhi filled. But this is another one coming. Imagine this area here is just simply a facade with a cutout that goes straight up, and then it's this yoga posture, and then it's wide open here and it's open here. So this is in a background, this is in the background, and the whole yoga, you can see through the body form into some other dimension. Slows my breath down. If I've gone into a deeper, stiller place in me, at that moment I'm perceiving beauty and I'm not even thinking. As soon as I start to think, oh, what a beautiful sunset, well, I'm not looking at the sunset, I'm listening to my mind. It's that moment of stillness, and you can feel it, at the end of a good play, nobody claps for a measurable period of time, and then suddenly there's the release. And if they clapped right away, you didn't do very good. So it's this pause, you can feel it in your metabolic rate, this change of breath slows down. Literally the brain waves kind of change into a coherence between left and right hemisphere, and there's this emptiness that you fall into.